In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kitties knock him down. Hello, my little demons, and today is rent day, which is my favorite day of the week. And what do we have today? A Christmas horror classic, Elves. Now, this is a classic movie that everyone has probably already seen, which is great because I'm just going to tear into it. I am just going to point out some things that if you didn't notice, then what the fuck is wrong with you? First and very first, it starts off right with fuckery, which is amazing because it's an 80s film and there's always something so totally 80s about 80s films. You know what I mean? They're always cheesy and it's amazing and I love it. And I love fucking around and I love making fun of it. So don't get hurt. Don't get your feelers hurt because I'm taking the piss out of some of these movies because it's just all in good fun. Did I like the movie? Of course I like the movie. It's an 80s Christmas horror classic. Of course I like the movie. Was there lots wrong with the movie? Of course there's lots wrong with the movie. It's an 80s movie. Doesn't mean I'm gonna not make fun of it though. Opening scene. Chicks walking into the woods. The candle flickers and everyone loses their mind. The candle's like one little flicker and they're just like, oh my God, the candle. And they all reach down and they grab the candle and somehow they grab the candle so hard that the glass breaks and cuts the other girl's hand. Her blood then drips off and goes onto the ground, and this is how we get the elf that comes to life. So then we go, we're continuing with the story, and we meet the mother. That mother looks younger than the person playing the teenage girl. It absolutely blew my mind. I'm like, why is she not the teenage girl? Because the teenage girl looks like she's in her late 20s, early 30s. But the mother could potentially pass as a teenager. The main girl, I don't even know what her name is. What is her name? Well, either way, she looks so old. She could not pass as a teenager. But her mother looked 10 years younger than her. It was insane. So yeah, we get that. And we go in and we get the brother. What the fuck? The brother doesn't even understand how weird it is to be spying on his sister taking a shower. What? What is that? How does he not understand that that's fucking weird? Right? So I'm just like, right? That's strange. And then there's this scene where you see them from the elves' point of view outside the window. And after just hearing that whole thing about the brother not caring about seeing his sister naked, it looks like she's trying to... Okay, we're just going to move on. I think you got that. So then we got this cute little elf, right? He's just trying to he's just, helping out his lover there, He's like, anytime anyone pisses her off, he's got to go and make sure he kills them because great, I mean, that's what you want in another half. You want someone who's always going to protect you and who's always going to be there to stand up for you. So, I mean, you got to give him credit for that, right? He's like, he knows that woman's going to eventually boink him. So he's doing the best he can to protect her. Fine. That's all good. He kills Santa for being a perv, which, to be fair, I would have killed Santa too for being a perv. Because the first Santa guy was a fucking perv. He was disgusting. And then Oh yeah, and the mother kills her cat. So when she's looking for her cat, he feels bad and of course gives her back her cat. Yeah, the cat was dead, but at least he's trying, you know? There's a lot of men out there who don't even put that much effort in. You know who you are. Cut the shit. Anyway, there is no security cameras at the mall, which is insane. So, well, I mean, it's not insane because if you think about it, it was back in the 80s. And of course, they wouldn't really have the security cameras. We now live in a time where our every fucking bowel movement is being watched by the government. So for me to see no security cameras in the mall, I was kind of blown away. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot there never used to be security cameras. So that was really like mind blowing for a moment, thinking like, oh my God, no, there's no security cameras. So then the alarm goes off in the mall, but there's no sense of urgency in anyone that is in the mall. Like the 3 girls that are in the mall, the new Santa guy, who is also a detective, I think, there's no sense of urgency. There's this alarm blaring, and all they're doing is going like this. And I want to point out that they go like this to cover their ears. I don't know if you can tell, but my ears, they're not covered. However, the girls hold their face like this to cover their ears. So, next time there's a loud noise, I'm going to give this a go, but I'm pretty sure it won't work. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But there's no such urgency. They're just like, oh, wow, loud noise. Maybe, we should do something. And they just slowly saunter around trying to fix the problem. And I'm like, bitch, the alarm's going off. Police are going to come. You need to shut that shit off. I'm in a panic because they're not in a panic. So that was pretty fun. There is, and there's like a shooting fight scene kind of thing, right? Where everyone shooting is a bad shot. It was like watching Star Wars. It really was. Everyone was a bad shot. It was hilarious. I don't think anyone got shot in that entire like 10-minute thing of shooting a shootout. Weird. Nowadays, I mean, I don't know if you know, but in America, there's mass shootings like constantly, and there's always people dying. So I guess over the years, people just got better shots. Dark humor, I know. So what else do we have here? There was one part where the little elf creature puts on a hat, and I thought that was absolutely adorable. Like, I was just like, oh my God, he's so cute. He put on a hat. And I got really excited because he put on the hat. And I'm pathetic when it comes to Christmas. Like, I really am. I love Christmas probably as much as I love horror. So seeing a little horror elf creature with a Santa hat just blew my mind. I was so excited about that. There's one little part, right, where it's so subtle that I don't even know if, like, anyone, even including her, even knew what was going on. But there's this one part where that new Santa, the detective, he goes in for a cheeky little feel, like a little... Do you know what I mean? He snuck that right in there. And I'm watching, I went, bitch, good Santa just went for a cheeky feel. And he really did. You have to go back and watch that. That's funny. So yeah, we got fight scenes, we got action scenes, we got, I find it really weird that nobody can see the elf. Like, he's not exactly blending in, is he? Because he's this creepy looking elf thing. And yet there's so many scenes where people like are walking right by him. Maybe he's invisible. I don't know. But I just thought it was weird that nobody seemed to be able to see him when he was literally right there. So that was just weird. What was even weirder, though, is finding out that the grandfather was her grandfather and her father. And his justification blew my mind. He's like, I would never hurt my daughter. She was drugged and unconscious. What the fuck? Because she was drugged and unconscious, it means that she never got hurt. What? What? Like, I just love how nonchalant they kind of threw that in there, as if that just explains away everything. It just explains away all this incestuous bullshit, because he would never hurt his daughter because she was unconscious and drugged. And so that, of course, makes everything just fine, because clearly that's all you need in life, is that kind of justification. Anywho, so then we have the, as I call it, seduction scene, where the elf now is trying to seduce the teenage girl that looks 80. Well, I think he was very sweet. He didn't push himself on her. He didn't rape her. He was very soft and gentle with her. The entire time, he's only been doing nice things for her. And she can't see that. And that kind of pissed me off. It's like, do you know how many women out there would just roll over for a guy like this? And this one's just taking him for granted. It's like, bitch, you don't deserve nothing, do you? This poor little sexy elf got a hat and everything, comes all up, sliding up on you, nice and easy, being gentle, never trying to actually rape you, and you still destroy him. That's rude. That's fucking rude. You could have let him down nicely. No, you fucking obliterated him. Maybe this movie is more than a Christmas movie. Maybe this movie is like just a cautionary tale to being friend zoned. Like, women will obliterate you if you don't stay in your friend zone. We will. Just want to let you know that. So yeah, then the end of the movie, we see this like ultrasound kind of picture. He never raped her, nor did I ever see any intercourse or any sort of ways or typical ways that one would get pregnant. So was it the grandfather again? Did the grandfather drug and make her unconscious and then not hurt her? Is that how she ended up pregnant? Is it actually like the baby is going to have a grandfather, a great-grandfather? Her great-grandfather is actually her father. That's fucked up, isn't it? And wait, it'll be her great-grandfather and a grandfather and a father. Would it be a father too? Wow, this is one of those moments where you see how dumb I am. Hi. Anyway, yeah, this movie is just all a bunch of silly fun. And I love old 80s movies because of their silly fun. And I love this Christmas horror movie. It's silly. It's funny. I spent most of the time just laughing because of the absolute just absurdity of it all. But of course, it's fun. Go ahead and give it a watch. Don't watch it thinking that it's going to be like the best movie that you've ever seen, because it's not. But if you're down and you know, you're sad and you just want a good old, you know, horror laugh, watch this one. Until next time, happy nightmares.